Welcome to the road to $1 million US, and let's get right into the Bitcoin chart for today, starting off with the 1 week time frame and then moving on to lower and lower time frames, ending with the immediate short term for Bitcoin here. As always, I will only be covering the unbiased technical analysis and nothing more. So right now, in terms of a long-term outlook, we are still breaking down from this bearish flag pattern, which set up this price target at 52k and even a target at 45k if you take the extended length of the flagpole here. So this has been the base case on the channel for some time and will continue to do so long as we don't see any candle closes above this 87,000 US dollar level. Besides that, we are obviously in a bearish market structure, making lower lows and lower highs. And this is simply what we call a downtrend. However, zooming in a bit further to the short term, you can see that for now we are still holding above this area of support, sitting from 66 all the way down to 65,000. If we break below 65k though, the next area of support below is already sitting from 62 down to 60,000 in the Bitcoin price. And in terms of resistance to the upside, that is sitting from 67.5k up to 70,000. For now, my outlook on the daily time frame also remains the same. Obviously, I'm still bearish biased, but we have seen a massive expansion in these Bollinger Bands. And the base case here is that we are going to spend a bit more time chopping sideways for these Bollinger Bands to actually continue contracting before we then get the next big expansion and massive volatility for Bitcoin once again. Interestingly though, if we actually zoom into the 12-hour time frame, currently we are already seeing that squeeze on the 12-hour time frame. So perhaps on these lower time frames, we are already going to start seeing big volatility sometime soon. However, on the daily time frame, it's more likely that we're going to stay in between these Bollinger Bands, so they will continue to keep squeezing. And let's finally get to this short-term analysis for Bitcoin. Currently, we are still seeing this hidden bearish divergence playing out, which is when you have lower highs in the Bitcoin price and higher highs in the RSI momentum indicator. Typically, this points towards us getting a break from all of this bullish price action we saw before that, and usually plays out either in the form of some choppy sideways price action or potentially some bearish momentum. Of course, so far, the bearish momentum is what we have seen. And for now, we are still trading below this descending trend line, which has resistance sitting at 67.2k. We can also take a look at the 1 hour time frame, so the immediate short term here. I actually had to slightly expand this descending channel from where it was yesterday. Yesterday we were actually looking at this, and in that case it looks like we are starting to break out, get a retest, and then possible resumption from there. However, I do prefer taking the more conservative approach here, considering that we are technically in a downtrend on the 1 hour time frame and once again on the higher time frames as well. The most bearish thing that could possibly happen right now on the 4 hour time frame is a break below 65.1k, because at that point we're breaking below these previous lows, and on the daily time frame the level of support ends at 65k, roughly there. So then the next area of support would already be sitting all the way down here. Moving on to the Bitcoin ETF flow tables. Yesterday we saw another big outflow from these Bitcoin ETFs in the form of $130 million flowing out in a single day of trading. So that's basically continuing this recent trend of just seeing massive outflows every day. This was a bit of a neutral day, but overall massive outflows recently. So for now, this is having a downwards pressuring effect on the Bitcoin price. Moving on to the Bitcoin liquidity analysis. First of all, over the past 1 month, you can see that we do have massive liquidity to the upside. If you zoom in a bit more to the short term, there is some liquidity sitting at 64.3k, so that is to the downside obviously. Right now, it does make more sense to actually continue to target liquidity to the downside because we simply haven't seen any kind of bullish confirmation here. However, the first signal you could start looking for on the lower time frames is a break of that descending trend line on the 1 hour time frame. At that point, you can start looking for some liquidity at 67.8k, perhaps 68.5k as well. But I actually want to come back to this 1 month time frame to actually make something very clear, because as you can see, there's a bunch of liquidity at 80k, 84k, 90,000, whatever. But it does make sense to give this a bit more time to continue playing out. Currently, we are in this sideways range, and before you start targeting liquidity all the way up here, you could also just wait for a break of this horizontal area of resistance at 71.5k, because at that point we have broken the key area of resistance, after which then we can look for some liquidity to the upside. But for now, I do think that is a bit too early to start targeting this liquidity. So once again, not too many things I can update you guys on in comparison to yesterday, because yeah, really we have just been chopping sideways. But something that we could start to look out for is for these Bollinger Bands to start expanding on the 12-hour time frame. That is something that should be coming very soon and should create some massive volatility for Bitcoin once again. So as always, there's going to be some periods of lower volatility and just less going on generally in the market, but you can be 100% sure that whenever the next move is going to arrive, it is going to take a lot of people by surprise, because a lot of people just tune out during a time like this. They start doing other things or just stop checking in with the market altogether, and then suddenly these Bollinger Bands are done squeezing, you get a massive move, and then they're late to that next big move, right? But either way, that is not really your or my problem. So either way, this has been today's market update. Make sure to subscribe to the channel with notifications on so you don't miss any of these important update videos. But regardless, if you do end up doing that or not, thank you for watching once again, and I will see you tomorrow in the next one.